In this video, we are going to script product details from Amazon using Octoparse. If you do not know what Octoparse is, to keep it short, it's a freemium web scraping tool. You can find the link in the description. Hi, I'm Franek. If you do not know me, I have been working for Octoparse for a year, so maybe I might have some tips and tricks to share with you. Alright, let's jump into the tutorial. This time I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing from the very beginning, and to be honest, I haven't checked it beforehand, so I don't know if the tutorial will work anyway, so we're going to verify that together. I copy and paste my URL and I click on start, but first maybe I should determine what kind of data I want to retrieve, right? So let's say I want to get the title, the URL and the price. Then I want to jump into the detailed URL in order to extract, I don't know, let's say the ASIN, whatever that means. I think it's like a kind of ID. So we are going to script that one. We don't have any captchas for now. So first thing first, I just create a loop item. So it will be a variable list. Wait before action 1 second. And I need to write a matching XPath. For the XPaths, do not worry guys, I will write them to you within the description. And if you have any comments regarding this, I have created an entire tutorial about the topic. Okay, so what does the XPath might look like? Maybe something like this, div role listitem. I'm going to check that out. And I have like 60 elements. You can see that here. So I think it does make sense. Actually, I think we don't have to jump into the URLs, into the detailed pages. For a very specific reason, here we have access to the data ASIN already, and here we have access to the data ID. I paste my URL, I click on apply, and if I refresh it, 60 items, but let's take like a deeper look to see if everything makes sense. So ladies and gentlemen, we have 60 products per page, and we can retrieve up to 7 pages, not more. So at the end of the day, we might be able to retrieve 60 multiplied by 7, which is equal to 420. For each product, we want to extract some data. So extract data. Do I add the wait before action step? Maybe not, but in that case I'm gonna add like a higher waiting time for the loop item, 3 seconds. And I add custom field, capture data on the page, and we are going to say that this is the title or the product name. I mean, you can call it the way you want. Tuk tuk tuk, title recipe. Okay, I think it does make sense. Wait, I copy the XPath for my loop item and I will add it the title recipe. Actually, I don't have to. I can simply target the H2 element instead. I mean, it's the same thing anyway. It leads to the same result. You know, sometimes regarding XPaths, you can just write 2 different XPaths and it's the same result. So it doesn't really matter. 60 results. Okay, so it's good. Relative XPath / H2. I click on confirm and voila. I can even do like more customized fields, select over attributes on area label. And thanks to that, I know that the first item is a sponsored ad. The price, I think the price is super tricky because you have access to the new price and the former price, and somehow you have to find a way to make the difference. Okay, let's try it this way. Span class A price. Okay, so it will be / span price. Something like this. But you know what? You are never sure that an XPath is working before having checked it out. So let's do that. We have access to 58 items out of 60. I wouldn't worry that much. And this is equals the price. Okay. Oh, I see what the problem is. Preview more data. Each time we have twice the same values. So what I should do is to select the class A of screen, span 1. I don't know guys if it looks complicated what I'm writing. Maybe it's easy, maybe it's not. If you have like any web scraping problems and you need like a web scraping service, you can email me, of course. Apply, and now it is alright. Actually, it does make sense because for some reason this item doesn't have any price. This is not an error. Now we want to extract the URL leading to the detailed page because, I mean, we never know. To do that, I think the URL is located in the title, on the title, and actually it's above the h2 tag, we can do something like this, //a, which contains an h2 tag. Okay, it does work. As you can see, if I click on the URL inside the href attribute, it leads to the detailed page. Good. Up, custom field, capture data on the page, and this is the URL. But by default, Octoparse is selecting a text, and we want to get a URL. So customize field and select URL. And voila. Okay, what remains to do now is to create the pagination, meaning to extract 420 items and not only 60, right? And let's create it from scratch. I select the next page button. Let's see if we can find something specific. We have an area label, go to next page, page 2. Okay, so I think the XPath regarding the pagination might be the following: //a, area label, go to next page, page 2. But it won't work this way because, as you can guess, when we will be on the second page, it will no longer be page 2, it will be page 3, right? I'm deleting this part, and instead I would say A contains area label, go to web page. And I think it might be good enough. See, one item, this is the correct element. So let's create this pagination loop item. Let's rename it. We call it pagination. Loop mode, single element. Up, I paste my XPath 1 second as a timeout, and I click the next page button. Relative XPath to the loop item. Yes, let's rename it. Click to paginate, wait before action 1 second, and load with Ajax 10 seconds. All that remains to do is to drag and drop my loop item inside my pagination. Be careful between the pagination and the click to paginate button, otherwise it won't work. We have said that we want to extract the ID, so let's do that. Add custom fields, and this time I will, what I'm going to do, capture data on the page, ASIN, relative XPath, more, customize field, select over attributes, and data ASIN, because it's a valid attribute. And now I have access to the ID. I think that's all, ladies and gentlemen. We will see if it's working, because as always there is a huge difference between the theory and the practice. So let's click on run, standard mode, and see how it goes. We need to wait for a little bit, and it is working. Stop, confirm, export, Excel, confirm, open file, and here is what it should look like. This is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, you can subscribe. There is nothing else to see. Bye!